Hello, Musto0063 back for part 3 of Mega Man Day in the Limelight. Last time I played as Fire and took out Airman, and also Bomb at taking out Quickman. So, with just two masters left to play, I'm first off going to be playing as Cut, and we're going to be going after Woodman, another robot master from a perfect run perspective from Mega Man 2 that I absolutely hated. Not as much there in Quick, granted, but still a huge pain. Cutman is one of those more unconventional robot masters, at least in the way his weapon works. He has a rolling cutter, his scissors detach from his head, fly off toward other enemies, but you can kind of see how the scissors cutter, whatever you want to call it, arcs. Dependent on the position of the enemy, it can either be an advantage or a disadvantage. When they're kind of high up, it tends to be a bit of an advantage, but as you can see here, I'm trying to deal with this bunny. Typically when enemies are below Cutman, it becomes a right royal pain in the backside trying to hit enemies. Sometimes with these bats, depending on how the cutter arcs, you can kind of take them down with one rolling cutter, sometimes two. It'll just depend on how the enemy is positioned on screen and whether you can get the cutter to arc successfully in order to take it out in one hit. I'm always really nervous around these bunnies because the timing on dodging their carrots or their is just can be a bit of a pain in the neck. But anyway, we are getting to see one of, because there's more than one. Cutman has more than one. Additional use with the rolling cutter. So here we can see that it chops these kind of wood platforms, appropriately enough for this stage, and creates additional platforms in order for Cutman to traverse through the level. So very useful. Sometimes they'll be absolutely mandatory in order to progress through the stage. Sometimes they won't be. You'll just maybe get like a prize, whether it's just extra health or some other item pickup. So not always mandatory, but yeah, it's a decent enough gimmick. It will come into play a little bit more, and we'll have to be kind of a little bit sleeker about it when we come up. So he does have one other extremely important use with the cutter, and we'll get to that when we deal with these hot dogs and to get a little bit further through the level. This one I particularly hated in the original Mega Man 2 Woodman stage because that long fire wave is always a pain in the neck. You have so seemingly little room to avoid it. Yeah, it's a pain in the neck. And here you can see, if I really wanted to, I could kind of muck around here and try and you can see here, let's actually just show it off. If I was in desperate need of collecting that health, then yeah, that's how I would do it. Of course, if I did something like that, I would screw myself up and now I can't get it, but since I don't need to get it, it doesn't matter either way. Cut these, or I'm going to try and cut them. Oh, I've already cut them. Trying to already cut wood, wonderful. Here's an example where I really don't like being in close proximity to the bloody bunnies. And here we have a very interesting, certainly for Mega Man 2 kind of style game anyway, scrolling screen. And as I pressed the wrong button, I was actually trying to shoot the rolling cutter out there from the ladder in order to demonstrate something, and I pressed the wrong button. Let's maybe try that again and see if we can press the right button. Yeah, Cutman can shoot off the rolling cutter from ladders. That's going to be important later on. Not necessarily in this stage, but believe me, it's going to be important later on in the game. And here, like I said, Cutman's rolling cutter is particularly useless when you're trying to hit enemies that are below you. So yeah, this section becomes a little bit of a pain. A little bit of a slow burn in terms of kind of having to backtrack, just kind of fake out enemies, try and manipulate them, try and get them to come out into a position where you can appropriately hit them. Of course, we're dealing with bloody Pippi, who at this point in time, it's a lot harder to manipulate in order for them to shoot their eggs down pits, particularly since the spaces where between the platforms is a lot narrower. I particularly don't like this section because this bloody monkey does a particularly good job of shooting. Or jumping up and getting in a position where you'll have to, where he'll knock you down in the pit. So here's Cutman's other gimmick. You need to be very careful in this section, not to. I'm going to just get by. Yeah, I was very nervous there in the sense that I did not want to. This one's fine. There's clearly enough room to get over. But yeah, you have to be very, very careful in this section with your rolling cutter. Oh, bloody monkey. I guess these pippies, if nothing else, do serve as a good opportunity if you can actually hit the rolling cutter. And here I've obviously got to be very careful about where I aim the bloody thing. Like that. Now, I'm wondering if I backtrack whether or not I'll... Yeah, I might have screwed myself over royally here. Indeed, I have. Now we'll see whether or not I can actually make this jump. Thankfully, I still can, but yeah, wow. Do not like this section. It's... with the Pippi and the platforms that you have to be very careful about. That was dead lucky as well. Oh, boy. Yeah, do not like this section. I think this last bit is okay. You generally... Oh, no. Oh, God. Let's be careful and take this slowly. Very slowly. Yeah. Do not want to create impossible situations. I don't know whether some of them... I mean, clearly you could see there where even when I thought I'd made a mistake, I still was able to... I'm going to forget... Oh, well, I was going to try and forget that and not get hit, but I failed. I'm not sure whether it kind of leaves you in impossible situations where you can't jump over or can't make the platforms at all, but certainly you can make things a hell of a lot easier for yourself by not screwing up. And here we have some nice manipulation of the bunnies here. I am going to try, like, because I think there's enough room here, I am going to try and, like, stop to actually try and kill the damn things this time, because there's just a possibility they'll drop health, and I'm a little low. This one, on the other hand, I am not going to deal with, because it's below me, and it's in a terrible position. And this bit is just all about, hopefully, manipulating the chicken, and getting in a right spot so they jump over you. Ugh. Right, I don't have much health here. Woodman may well stuff me up. He works a little bit differently to, well, quite a bit differently actually, to his fight in the original game. You can kind of see here that his wood shield you can split apart with the rolling cutter. He also has the leaves that come down from the sky, and you can rolling cutter those as well. So, yeah, I'm kind of torn now between kind of like actually trying to get some damage and trying to, you know, making sure he doesn't get close to me. But yeah, it's a kind of tight thing. At this point in time, I think I'm actually just going to go for the kill. Hopefully something's going to work out correctly. Yes! Oh boy. I could have mucked around there and got rid of the leaves and whatnot, but I just felt I had enough health, I was going to go for the kill. And thankfully I did just have enough health to pull it off. Ooh, I was kind of afraid Woodman was going to get me there. Yes! And of course that leaves us with one Robot Master left to play. So without further ado, if I can find where the cursor is, yep, let's play as Guts. And we'll take out Crashman. We'll try to anyway. This is probably one of the harder levels. I'm going to actually, this is a very good, this is on the first screen, since there are no enemies, no pits or anything like that. It's a very good screen to demonstrate how Guts works. So, at the moment, I am holding left. Well, now I'm holding right. And he's not moving. Gutsman only moves when you jump. So you cannot just walk from side to side. You always have to jump. Of course, you can manipulate Gutsman's jump height. So, you know, tiny or huge, depending on how hard you press the button. But yeah, that's one thing to pay attention to immediately from Gutsman. His weapon, the super arm, when you press the fire button, a giant rock comes down from the ceiling, which you can then fire off if you catch it. What you can also do is just ignore it, and it will fly off screen. But when enemies are overhead, it will also see if I can demonstrate that. It will also, if you can actually, if it's above the enemy, then it will just split. It will hit the enemy there and then. I'm doing a terrible job here, but as I said, this is one of the most awkward levels of the lot, just because of the way Gutsman moves, the amount of enemies that appear. Yeah, it's a bit of a thing. Also, having to muck around on these crash platforms is a pain in the neck with Gutsman, because of course, as I just said, if you're moving left to right and you're trying to muck around on a tiny platform, you don't have much of an opportunity really to move left and right and catch the bloody projectile that you've just shot. And these bloody Met enemies are a huge pain in the neck as well. They're a shield enemy, so you can't just... I'm going to go down and get the health. The health on this level, believe me, is going to be important. So I know I'm kind of maybe buggering about here and having to restart this bit. I can't quite make that, annoyingly. But, yeah, oh, no, damn it, I want that. No! I'm going to lose more health by getting that. If I'm not careful. Oh, more health, yay. Yeah, this is one of the most tricky of the levels, in my opinion, anyway. Just because of the sodding way you have to manipulate guts, man. Right, we're gonna go this time. I've had enough. I'm losing more health by just sticking around on this level. But yeah, trying to catch the bloody the bloody blocks as they split apart is yeah, not always easy. Oh, and you can't just jump up and yeah. Oh, I didn't really need that, I don't think. See, now I'm getting completely swarmed by enemies. There come more on screen. You also cannot just jump through these sodding platforms. You have to. They're solid underneath, which is fair enough. I can't necessarily complain from that point of view. But you know what? I might end up just buggering around a little bit here to try and get some health. We'll see how this goes. If it's taking ages and not much health is being dropped, then I will move on. But yeah, believe me, as you've already kind of seen, health is going to be so important in this stage to kind of keep track of. I think that's probably enough. That's definitely enough. I won't muck around anymore. Also, of course, as you can clearly see, sometimes you're going to want, you're going to press the fire button. You're going to want the block to drop down, but that's going to be the point in time where an enemy is overhead, and of course it prevents you from doing so. So yeah, there are all manners of problems. I'm going to wait till that platform goes up above. I think I should be safe. I don't think this is going to screw me over. Unless that enemy comes out of that pipe. Just the wrong time. See, again, they also have a nasty habit of blocking other enemies when you want to shoot a block down. Particularly telly enemies. There are so many that spawn on screen, and it's just, it's a huge pain. I don't want to say I don't like this level, but I think I've already done a reasonably good job of demonstrating why this is probably one of the most tricky. The other thing as well is these sodding platforms. You do have to kind of wait for them to line up. At the moment, I am absolutely screwed with this pattern. I can't really make a movement. I think I'm going to go okay this time because they're now going to align themselves. But yeah, there was a huge amount of time. So now we have to wait ages here as well. There's a huge amount of time just spent buggering about waiting for the sodding platforms to align themselves in a nice manner so that I can proceed. I think one more after this. Yeah, I didn't want to go for that. I think this. No, this one's going to be. No, I missed my chance. Oh. I'm going to go this time. I think I'm going to go this time. Yeah, definitely. Oh boy. Good. That worked out pretty well. This isn't going to work out very well. I'm going to hopefully just try and, go and ignore it. Right. Here's where the health's really going to become important. Hopefully I can just get out of this screen quickly before another one comes up. But, oh boy, look at this. This is insane. Potentially, obviously, again, with the pippies here. Thanks, platform. You really screwed over my block throw there. You can shoot the block to get a lot more health. But seriously, who thought pippies on this screen was a good idea? This is not nice at all. And I've got to muck around on a tiny platform that I can't do anything with. Yeah, I might be buggering about quite a bit on this screen. If I can get by this screen, I actually think might have a decent enough go at the rest, but yeah, I think the rest is reasonably okay after this from memory, but yeah, this screen is terrible. It's a good way to get your health back, but gotcha! Go! Yes! Right. I think we've got some of these blasted. Oh no, we've got another sodding Met, which I have to deal with, which I forgot. Round behind you, and I'm going to go. And hope. See, now I'm really regretting my decision to go because I'm absolutely screwed. Oh no. I'm right by the exit, but I kind of want to stick around and get some health. I'm reasonably confident on Crash Ban, I have to say, but one hit would get me. So, yeah, let's try not to die. He has a pretty simple pattern if I can get him into it, but getting it kind of started. Let's hang around for just a little bit longer. If I get another big health icon, I'll call it quits there. Apologies, this is kind of boring, but yeah. Oh. Yeah. Health, very important this level. This is not a good level to start with. Not least because Gutsman is just very difficult to control, but all the enemies, the way he actually attacks. You know what? I'm going to go. I'm confident enough in my abilities, he says with his fingers crossed as he slowly jumps from side to side. Yeah. Right, if I'm getting a decent pattern here. The idea behind this one is he works reasonably similar to I'll screw that up a little bit. To how he works in Mega Man 2. When you press the button, or when you press the fire button, he kind of jumps and shoots at you. So generally what I'd like to do in this fight, I've got him out of the pattern, which I hope is not going to screw me over, is I don't really want to... oh, come on, thank you. I really don't want to, catch the block and have to shoot it at Crashman. I want to fire so that the block comes down and hits Crashman when he's jumping over me. But either way, it's actually a reasonably easy fight, provided you don't get stuffed into a kind of a really obnoxious pattern. But there we go. That's the 6 Robot Masters all played as, and 6 Robot Master stages for Mega Man 2 cleared. I do want to demonstrate just something very quickly before we move on. So you can see there's a little arrow here that has been for quite some time. I could, if I wanted to, replay the boss fights, so that's just a nice little touch. Well, I don't have to kind of replay the whole level again. I can replay a level again, I think, if I want to. But yeah, if we kind of go down here as well, you can see the Wily Castle. So that's where we're going to be going to next. Although I will just add at this point in time that you'll notice clearly that as we've had 6 Robot Masters from the original Mega Man game, we've only taken out and played the stages of 6 Robot Masters from Mega Man 2. Keen observers of you will notice that Bubble Man and Flash Man are nowhere to be seen. That'll change soon enough. But I'll leave it there, and next time we will go through probably another 2 stages, so we'll go through the first 2 stages of the Wily Castle. But until then, cheerio.